Hi, I'm TakiyahLouise. Thanks for clicking through to view this video. Today started off a different kind of way. I usually get out and walk outside. Today's the first day in a really long time that I wasn't able to get out to walk outside. I'm outside the gym right now, just sitting in my car doing this car chat because it is 10 degrees outside. It's really cold and I didn't want to go out and walk the trail. Even though it's really cold outside, my body has gotten used to colder temperatures, so I feel warmer in colder temperatures due to my circulation improving from exercise. But still, I didn't want to be out on the trail, which is kind of remote and isolated at times. I don't see many people out. Just like a handful of people that I see sometimes when I'm out walking. I didn't want to get out there and then fall out or have something happen to me and I'm out there by myself and the cold freezing and shivering to death. So, I mean, I know that's extreme. I probably wouldn't die, but I'd be really cold for a long time. So I didn't want to get out there and do that. So I came over to the gym this morning and I walked on the treadmill. Now, in the past, like last April or so, I was doing treadmill walking and I don't hate it. I much prefer to be outside because being outside, just something about the fresh air and the sunlight, even though I'm allergic to the sun, something about those two things just like fuels me to keep going. I just feel really good when I'm outside in the fresh air, especially when the breeze is blowing. It just feels so good. So but treadmill walking, it's in my gym. They have like there's like the row of treadmills, and then there's like the exercise machines in front of it, and then there's like windows, and then above the windows there's like a row of like, I don't know, like 5 or 6 TVs, and they like play like typical cable stations like the news and whatever channel like Seinfeld comes on, and I think I saw Harry Potter this morning, something like that. I don't know what movie it was. I can't really distinguish between movies because I don't watch a lot of movies anymore. I mostly watch K-dramas, but different stuff on the TV, and I obviously have my phone with me, and in between recording when I'm actually working out, I actually watched some YouTube videos. But when I first started in last April, I did it because I was trying to get out of the sun because I had a sun reaction, and it was a good place to start because I was already only 1 month into my natural weight loss adventure with the walking portion. So it was just something good to do to keep me out of the sun, to help me recover, and to keep me moving my body. And back then, like primarily since the whole time I've been walking, I've walked for at least, like I started off walking at least 40 minutes, and now I walk at least 45 minutes or so. But today on the treadmill, because I knew I was going to come in and do some other exercises, some mobility training, I decided that I was just going to walk for 30 minutes, but I ended up walking about 35 minutes, and it wasn't too bad. I picked a preset on the machine. It was the cardio preset, and it started me off at like no incline. Excuse me. It started me off at no incline at like 1.5 miles per hour, and that was kind of slow, but I just went with it, and I did that for a little bit, and then it ramped it up to like 1.8 miles per hour with a little bit of incline. I don't remember the degree, and then it finally ended up on 2 miles per hour at like a 4, is it 4 degree incline? I don't know, the level 4 incline. I don't know how that works, but so I walked that for the remainder of the time, and I felt like I got a good, going from walking outside and walking on the treadmill, I don't really notice much difference except for I guess the things that I have less to look at, less to pay attention to when I'm walking on the treadmill. My mind just kind of goes to like a zoned out place, whereas when I'm walking outside, I can look at nature and I can think about how the wind feels on my skin and how the sun is how the sun is shining in my eyes and things like that. But on the treadmill, I just kind of zoned out into watching the video that I was watching. And I mean, I still got my good exercise in, so I don't feel bad on that front, but still there's something different about walking on the treadmill and being outside. It's just, they just don't really compare. And I can't really describe what exactly the feeling is, but I just feel so free when I'm outside, even though I have to be outside in a limited capacity because of my sun allergy. But I did my 30 minutes on the treadmill, or 30 to 35 minutes on the treadmill. It was like about 35 minutes, I think. And then I went a little over because, and obviously I don't own the rooms in the gym. I went a little bit over because some ladies came in and they were doing some exercises in the room that I use when I go to the gym, when I record in. And they were doing like some, in the room that I use, it's got, you've seen behind me like the exercise balls and the bikes and stuff like in the bike, and they have obviously like the kettlebells and the barbells that I use. They have these mats, and then they have these like riser things, like something that a person would do aerobics on, like step aerobics or something. And the lady, she was doing like step ups on those. I saw her through the window, and they were in there for a little bit. So I went about 5 minutes over, because I originally only wanted to walk on the treadmill for about 5 minutes. That's a good workout. I originally only wanted to walk on the treadmill for about 30 minutes. That was my plan. But they were in there, so I waited until they were done. And that took about 35 minutes. And then I went in, and there was someone else in there too. He was doing some like sit-ups and stuff. It doesn't bother me anymore being around people at the gym. Like when I first started walking on the treadmill in April of last year, I was like, I like in my video when I talked about gym intimidation, I was like aware of and kind of like in my feelings of, oh, this is kind of like, people are going to watch me, whatever. But in reality, nobody cares at all about what anybody else is doing. They're there to achieve their own gains and everything. But so he was in there, and I just set up off to the side, and I have to be strategic but when I go in there, because there's no mirrors in there. It's all windows. And the side where I set up, there's a wall behind me, but over to the other side, there's a window that faces the outside, and you can see the other buildings of the apartments that are where I live. So I can only film on one side. So I have to be strategic with my timing and coming to the gym, or just timing to be in that room. So I set up and everything, I got ready, and then I started doing my mobility stretches, and it wasn't tough this time. Like, it wasn't super tough like the first time I did it, because this is only the second time that I've done mobility training. And it wasn't like, obviously the first time there's like, I'm still in the phase of like the learning curve of trying to follow the video. But like the first time, it was very brand new. I'd watched it through like maybe once or twice to kind of get a feel of like what I would be doing and if I could do it. And I then decided to do that one, and I kind of had to play with the angles last time, and then my suction cup tripod thing fell off the window when I was recording. I had to reset it up, and then the shot was a little bit different, so there's like a bounce between the shots in the scene, and then so I was basically just trying to figure everything out. And then when I went in there this time, it was much easier to get set up with my mat and just get into position with my other tripod with the video on, and when I could look forward and watch the video and still be present on camera and know like my angles and stuff like that. So it was much easier this time. And then the exercises themselves, they feel really good. Like, I would recommend doing some mobility stretches, and I will link the video that I'm doing in the description box, and I'll put a little picture up here of what the video looks like. But it's very relaxing. It's only about 10 minutes, and of course I do it twice because I have to film both ways. But it was very relaxing, and I just felt really good doing it. And it's very straightforward. And the lady, she has like a very gentle voice and no music. That sometimes throws me off when I am watching or trying to do exercises. They have that like really in your face aggressive like music, and it's like I can't really get into it. But obviously I wear, this is my headphone for my music on my main phone that I record on, that has Wi-Fi access, so I can listen to the YouTube music. And then my black headphones, which I use on my other phone that I watch the video, it doesn't have Wi-Fi access because my gym, it's weird. It just doesn't have Wi-Fi access, so I had to download the video and then listen to it. So I just have both headsets going at the same time, so I can hear her guiding me through the exercise while listening to my music at the same time. So it definitely works out. And excuse me. And it was a good workout, and I'm definitely going to keep doing that mobility training video. And I actually found a couple more online by different people that I might try, so I'll let you know when I switch them up. And this drink here, this is a Zoa, zero sugar. It's cherry limeade flavor. These are so good. They have like two other flavors. One is grape, and the other one, it's like in a teal turquoise can, and I think it's like a tropical punch flavor. They are really good, but the cherry limeade is the best, and it's only 10 calories, 2 carbs, and it's really good. And it has, how much caffeine does it have? Let's see, does it say? 160 milligrams of caffeine. It's really good. But the problem is, I bought these at Costco. And Costco and Sam's Club, in my experience, are really bad about this. You find something that you love, you know you want to get more of it, you go back to the store, and it's nowhere to be found. That kills me every time. I can't find these anywhere. Like, you could order them from Walmart, but I just want to get them on the ground. I can't find them anywhere, and that makes me sad because they're really good. I tried a Monster drink the other day. It was okay, but it was almost like the can was much bigger, so it was like it was too much liquid for me. And I typically just drink water, so drinking something with caffeine and that amount, I think it was like 200 milligrams or something. I don't know. It's different. I've tried the Alani News too before, and those are really good, like the cherry slush flavor. And I actually even got the little drink packet, powder packet that you just rip open and pour in your own water and mix it up. Those are really good too. But I don't typically drink a lot of caffeine, but I just felt like I needed a little push today, so I brought one with me this morning. But yeah, that's my workout for the day. That's my story for the day. Thanks for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Anything you do is greatly appreciated. Remember to be a good human. And until the next video, take care.